راوچی وەوژانە تەنها گەشتبینی و تێکۆشانە راوچی وەوژانە تەنها گەشتبینی و تێکۆشانە چوار هاوڕێی ئازا و مەردی دژی زۆردار و نامەردی
I need more strength. Enough strength to capture the demons who bring suffering to this world and lock their souls in hell. Chains?
Honestly, I don't really care about your lack of experience. Some of my clients are even willing to hire beginners, but you're not even a beginner yet. I can tell just by looking at you.
What do you mean?
Well, what do you see? Right beside me. Can't see it, can you? Come back when you can see what I'm talking about. That's our minimum hiring standard here.
Back then I was a beginner, like a traveler who had just received his passport but didn't know how to buy a ticket to where he was going. But there was a reason for that. I hadn't yet discovered the unseen secret of this world. I hadn't yet discovered Nen.
Looks as though you're a conjurer. You have the ability to materialize an object out of your aura.
A conjurer?
What's wrong? You seem disappointed.
I was hoping that I was an enhancer.
Unfortunately, you can't choose what Nen type you are. No, it's something you're born with. What you're going to have to do is embrace your true nature and develop your abilities through more training. All right. Spend the next month working on your hot suit. Very good. I'm impressed with what you've been able to accomplish in only 1 month. It's obvious you're talented, and your abilities as a conjurer have almost reached their maximum level. It's only a matter of time. I don't think there's anything more that I can teach you. Kurapika, the Secret Hunter exam is now over.
Secret Hunter exam?
Yes. To be a true hunter, you have to first master a Nen ability. You've done that now, so you've passed. Now you can go anywhere.
No, not yet. Having the strength of a hunter isn't good enough. I need the strength to fight on my own.
You want more strength?
Yes, I want to become stronger, and the only way I can do that is by you teaching me how to master enhancer abilities.
Impossible. It'll never happen. You can't become an enhancer. Let's say you have the aptitude to achieve 100% mastery of your conjuration abilities. The maximum level of mastery you could achieve for other abilities looks like this. You can't fully master other abilities no matter how much you study them. The further it is from your own type, the less you acquire.
Why is Specialist 0%?
Specialists are different from the others. It isn't something you can learn, even if you try your hardest. The trait is usually inherited. Growing up under special circumstances can have an effect on it as well. It's placed here because it's more likely for conjurers and manipulators to become specialists later in life. So you still have a chance, in a way. Earlier, you told me that you wanted the strength to fight all by yourself. If that happens to be your one and only purpose, then you're correct in thinking that mastering enhancer abilities should be your highest priority. They are the most efficient at reinforcing offense, defense, and healing. But as a conjurer, you'll only be able to master half the enhancement abilities at half their potency. That's just how it is. There are no exceptions. For example, say you were in a battle, and both you and your enemy's physical strengths have a value of 100. The enemy is an enhancer with 100% mastery. And he reinforces his fist with 100% of his nen, and punches you with everything he's got. I'll write down the equation. There. Now with your nen abilities, you can only reinforce the body with 60% efficiency. As a result, you get damage worth 40%, even if you block the attack. So if you get in a fist fight with a master enhancer, you won't stand much of a chance. Of course, this is overly simplified. Nobody's exactly equal in strength. How you feel that day will affect you, as well as where you're fighting and the circumstances. Nen is even more complex. Joy, sadness, fear, hatred, carelessness, devotion, excitement, doubt, pleasure, shame, determination, all the emotions you have factor into Nen. It might enable something beyond 100%. But there really isn't much of an advantage to this, especially during combat. Using powers beyond your normal capacity will cause incredible stress to your body. It will make you weaker. In fact, it might even kill you. You need consistent power. That's how you'll come out on top.
So that means maintaining consistent power as a conjurer could be enough to defeat an opponent who has mastered the enhancing ability to its maximum level.
Question. Is it possible to conjure a sword that can cut through any material?
No,
Do you know why that is?
because it's beyond human capacity to do so.
Even if you had your conjuration ability at a full 100%, there are still things you cannot create. You can easily conjure a sword with a durable sharp blade, but you might as well buy yourself one and not waste your energy. It's pointless to conjure an object that already exists, but you can't conjure something overly supernatural either. Trying to strike the right balance is what makes combat so difficult for conjurers. But on the other hand, at the right moment, it can produce an incredible amount of power. So the correct answer is both yes as well as no. I suggest you give it some careful consideration and decide what's best for you. Karapika, what object are you going to conjure?
Excuse me. Sorry to disturb you. Thank you for that.
Don't mention it.
Where are you headed tonight?
Sorry, do you mind if I don't answer that?
Not at all, but they say no journey is too far when you share it with a companion. And here we are, sharing the same compartment. Do you think it's fate that our paths have crossed?
No. I don't need companions right now. What I need is to focus on developing the power to reach my goal. Nothing else.
A chain?
Yes, a chain. It was the first thing that came to mind after I found out that I was a conjurer.
That's interesting. I wonder why that happened.
I'm sure it's because of my enemies. They're roaming free in this world, but instead they should be chained up in the depths of hell.
Really, it seems to me the one who's bound up in chains is standing right here in front of me.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't turn your back on me. Show a little respect. I'm the master here. Karapika, get
No one understands.
Hear me?
How could they?
I'm talking to you.
That's why I have to do this alone.
May I see your tickets, please?
Of course, come in.
Thank you.
I believe that as a hunter, I'm able to use my license card as a form of identification. Isn't that right?
Yes. May I? It's authentic. Thank you very much, sir. Sorry to have bothered you. Enjoy the rest of your journey.
You're seeking revenge, aren't you? You're thinking, how did he know that? Well, it's obvious. I'm not your master for nothing, you know. It's not worth it. Revenge won't get you anywhere. Listen, right now, you're a butterfly that's only getting tangled up even more by struggling in the spider web of vengeance.
What a cold and sad tune. It's the tune that your chain makes. It conceals strong feelings, almost pulling you down. I apologize. I hear things most people don't. It can be useful, but not everyone appreciates it.
The conjuring ability is not as simple as learning a magic trick. Only through the power of your thoughts can you concentrate the energy of your aura into a single space. It's a physical process. You have to remember that all physical objects are comprised of energy on a subatomic level. Energy can be converted into matter. When a near infinite amount of it forms together, it stabilizes and becomes an object. To make that happen with the power of your thoughts, you have to possess almost supernatural concentration. Also, it is extremely difficult to conjure anything that is a type of complex material such as steel. But I have a feeling you're not going to let that stop you, right? Well, keep working on it. I'll be around if you need me for anything. As your master, it is my duty.
It's starting to rain. Rainfall at night has a melancholy feeling.
I'm glad to see you're back up on your feet again. I know sometimes you have to take risks, but you should know your own limitations. Push yourself too far and you won't last long enough to get that revenge.
You wouldn't understand.
Let me guess. You decided to become a blacklist hunter in order to avenge your people. At least that's what I heard from the Hunter Association. So I suppose it's the mission of the sole survivor, huh? Well, even I know there are things that can't be explained by rational thinking. Nobody can create an unbreakable chain. But there is a way you can create one that's very close to it.
Really? There is? Tell me, Master. What do I have to do?
Oh, sure. He only calls me Master when he needs my help.
Master!
Yeah, all right. Now listen carefully. Make a contract with self-imposed limitations. Decide on a condition and swear you'll abide by it. The stricter the limitation, the more power your ability will gain. This is one of the basic principles of Nen. The strength of your resolve will be increased by how difficult the limitations set against you are. You understand what I mean by that, right? It's like getting a boost of adrenaline when you're trying to escape a fire, or when a mouse suddenly attacks after it's been cornered by a cat. Make a condition for your chain, something you can keep. But first, I have to warn you that this method has its own dangers. It's like a double-edged sword. You shouldn't rush into it, because if you break your contract, you risk obliterating your Nen abilities entirely.
Some men have come looking for you. They must have been hired to steal your hunter license card. There are 6 of them. Their heartbeats are calm and steady, which would mean that they're experienced at this.
So there are 6 of them. Thanks, I appreciate your help. I couldn't tell the exact number. Don't worry, you'll be all right. This'll only take a second. My goal is to reclaim the eyes of my people and capture the spiders. I want chains that will hold a spider and never allow it to escape. I only need to use it on the spiders.
So you won't use it on anyone but your target. That's a bit weak.
Don't get ahead of me. That's only the beginning.
Okay, then what else have you got?
Only this. My life! Well, you were right.
Huh?
They moved methodically and knew how to fight in close quarters. They were experienced. Thanks to you, I was able to scare them off with minimal threat to the train or its passengers.
You're very welcome.
You passed, huh? That's really good. To be able to master Nen in only half a year is no small feat.
You remember me?
Of course I do. I don't get many visitors. I've only had one other person come by since you were here last. This agency isn't exactly the easiest place to find. So, what kind of employer are you looking for?
I'd like to work for someone who's directly involved with the auction that will be taking place in York New City. It doesn't matter what the job entails.
Well, you know, a high-profile client like that usually has extremely high standards. I can't imagine they'd want someone who has no experience. Okay, here we go. 3 people who match your criteria will interview anyone without experience. Not only that, all 3 of them are looking to hire bodyguards. So, who will it be?
Here you are.
Thanks a lot. I must say that trip was more eventful than I expected, thanks to you. I guess it's true. A journey is better when shared with others.
A journey shared with others. Well, I should be going.
I have a feeling we'll meet again someday. The song on the wind tells me so.
I have to keep on fighting. I can't rely on anyone else to help me. I have to do this by myself. It's the only way.
Aunt Mito, I have so much to tell you. By the way, this is Kilua. Next time on Hunter x Hunter. I'm home. Welcome back. I'm Kilua. It sure feels good to be home.
راوچی وەوژانە تەنها گەشت بینی و پێکۆشانە راوچی وەوژانە تەنها گەشت بینی و پێکۆشانە چوار هاوڕێی ئازا و مەردی دژی زۆردار و نامەردی وەوژانە تەنها گەشت بینی و پێکۆشانە